Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of Top of the List, where we will be dropping our first ever trailer reaction. Of course, as you know, the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer dropped today, and we'll be right here watching it for the first time and letting you know what we think. Dom, you want to add anything else here?
Yeah, really excited to see what happened. We've been waiting for this trailer for a long time, and we wanted to get our kind of live reaction, kind of get into that format on YouTube. I see a lot of videos doing that, and we're going to play the trailer, just show our in-the-moment reactions. Then afterwards, we'll just kind of scrub through, go through some of the theories and what we think might happen, what we're looking forward to in the next season. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me just share my screen here on Zoom. I have the trailer queued up. Is that showing up on your end, Ryan?
Yep, I'm seeing it right here.
Okay, cool. Are you ready?
Let's see it.
Okay, here we go. The CG in this looks so good.
Yeah, Star Wars has come a long way. I mean, of course, groundbreaking for what it was when the original films came out in the 1970s, but this show has been a masterpiece from the beginning.
Ooh, I like this song. A little bit of a recap there from finale last year. Baby Yoda! Ooh, we're going to get to see Jedi this season.
Looking forward to that. Finally, that's what the season 1 to me was missing. Love this point of view from the show that we get to see, where the Jedi aren't our hero. You know, they're this sort of odd culture. It's not the Mandalorians that are the odd ones, but the Jedi.
Ooh. Whoa, okay. Oh, I got that guy hanging upside down. Oh, a boxing match?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that looks freaking awesome.
Oh, I'm excited for this season.
October 30th.
Yes, sir. Not too far
October
away. 30th. Not too far away. Just a little under a month, or a little over a month, I should say.
Oh, Dune trailer. Maybe we should look at the Dune trailer later too. Okay. So here, let me put this on mute. Damn, that was a good trailer. Okay. So yeah, like we're talking through this here, and of course there's our ship here, the Razor Crest. Man, this was a really good trailer.
Yeah, really looking forward to this season.
Yeah, they didn't show that much of what we're going to be seeing as far as like what the rumors have been saying. Like there's some more characters supposed to be added in this season. Looks like we're seeing more of what we've come to see before. I don't know.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I feel the same way. If anything, this is more of a teaser, just sort of to wet our feet, get us reinvigorated to watch this season 2, maybe to get some fans to rewatch some parts of season 1 that they may want more clarification on. But I'm excited for this season. Personally, I thought there were some parts of season 1 that were a little slow, but you know, from what we're seeing, it looks to me like there's going to be a lot of action in this season.
Yeah. Wow, that looks amazing right there. The Tusken Raider, man. I can't remember. I think when we returned to Tatooine in season 1, we did see some Tusken Raiders. But yeah, I mean, just seeing those guys on screen again, you know, makes me happy. I'm sure it does this for you as well.
Yeah, lots of nostalgia there.
And you know, look here, Ryan. We got so here's like a cityscape. It looks like when Mando and Baby Yoda are walking here. But then we also got a variety of other locations like the desert here. And then we come over here and we got this ice planet, which is going to be cool. I think in episode 1 there was an ice planet, but we didn't get to see any more of it.
Yeah, just that opening awesome sequence from season 1. Yep.
Yeah, that was an awesome sequence.
Yeah, you know, just looking at, you know, what we come to expect, you know, from this whole Star Wars universe. It's going to take us to, you know, these worlds, these places that you couldn't, you know, these sort of unfathomable places that these amazing, storyboard writers, and we see the storyboard at the end of Mandalorian always, are able to put into live action. And that's what's so special about this show. And I think that's why they pay homage to the storyboard art and in the credit scenes, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's kind of talk about what we were kind of surprised here on our first reactions. Jedi. We're going to be having some Jedi involved, obviously, with the hunt for Baby Yoda's home. And we get this hooded figure here, as you can see on the screen now. What are you thinking here? Are we going to see, as you know, this takes place after Return of the Jedi. So that means that Luke Skywalker is the only Jedi in the galaxy, right? Or is it just that there's more out there in hiding? Or are we going to see Baby Yoda be inducted into the Jedi Order that Luke forms that we saw as a flashback in The Last Jedi?
That's what I'm sort of hoping for and leaning towards is, are we going to get to see this Jedi Order that Luke Skywalker forms? And of course we see culminates with the training of Ben Kenobi, who later, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the new 3 films, becomes Kylo Ren, turns to the dark side, sort of Anakin-esque if you look at the prequels. So, I'm really excited to see this almost, utilized as a prequel to these last 3 films and seeing the formation of this new Jedi Order.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw my theory out here now. So let's just put this out there for our viewers, Ryan. You have not seen Star Wars Rebels.
That is correct.
You have not seen all of the Clone Wars yet.
No, I have not.
Okay, but you're well on your way to seeing a good amount of the Clone Wars before Mando comes out. And I'm going to put my theory as to who this hooded figure here is watching Mando and Baby Yoda. I think this is Sabine Wren, which is a character you meet in Star Wars Rebels. She's one of the main characters in Star Wars Rebels. And, I'm not going to say anything more as to where that show ends and leaves her off, but I will just say she's alive at the end of the show. And at the end of the show, they show a scene with her around the time frame that Mando is starting, the Mandalorian show is starting. So I think yeah, go ahead.
That was my question for you is compare. I know where the Mandalorian falls on the timeline, the Star Wars timeline. Where does Star Wars Rebels fall? I understand it falls because we do have, is that the one that we have BB-8 in?
No. So Star Wars Rebels is like, most of it takes place after Revenge of the Sith, but before A New Hope. So it's like 5 years before A New Hope.
Okay.
And then like as the seasons go on, there's a little time jump to where the point where it's like during Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're at with that. And now that you've watched a little of the Clone Wars, Ryan, let's talk about some of these rumors. Since there's going to be Jedi involved, since Sabine Wren is going to be involved, there's the rumor that Ahsoka Tano is going to show up in live action form for the first time.
I'm definitely
excited.
Heard that. Yeah, I am too. What I've seen of her so far, really, really enjoy her character arc. Wish it would have been touched on more, obviously, in Revenge of the Sith, but of course the Clone Wars coming out after Revenge of the Sith, it was sort of a prequel that came out, so they wouldn't have known to touch on Ahsoka's character in that film, as she was probably
right.
Not
and let me just tell you, Ryan, they do a lot with where she is in Revenge of the Sith. The final 4 episodes on Disney Plus of the Clone Wars, they show you where she was in Revenge of the Sith, and it's freaking incredible.
Got it.
But
because that's really what I'm wondering right now in watching the Clone Wars is, where was she in the events of Revenge of the Sith? So I'm excited to hear about that, definitely. Ashley Eckstein, right, is the name of the actress who voices her?
Correct, yeah.
I believe she had a vocal cameo in the most recent Star Wars film, too, when you have the scene where she's looking up at the stars. Rey is looking up at the stars and summoning all the powers of all the Jedi. You hear all the Jedi's voice speaking to her, and she has a spoken part there.
Yep, so exactly.
Definitely gearing us up to see Ahsoka in live action form. And in The Mandalorian, looking at the time frame, she would be much older than the young Padawan that we see in the Clone Wars.
Exactly. Too. Yeah, so like if she's 16-ish.
16, yeah.
Yeah, in Clone Wars, it's approximately like 25 years after that, so she'd be 40-ish in Mando,
It has to be
so
longer than that, doesn't it? How old
no, it's like
is Luke supposed to be in Return of the Jedi?
Luke is supposed to be like 19 in A New Hope, and then by Return of the Jedi, it's been 3 or such years, I think. So, yeah, I think she'll be in like her 40s,
Okay, yeah, that makes
maybe
sense.
50. But what do you think about the makeup here? Is that makeup or CG? I can't even tell, man.
Yeah, like I said, I couldn't tell you. You have more the eye for CG than I do, but either way,
Baby
Star Wars is going to do
Yoda.
an amazing job, like they did with Baby Yoda. I mean, if you told me before The Mandalorian came out that this would be the face of Star Wars, I would have laughed at you. I thought maybe like a Saturday Night Live sketch about Star Wars, but he has become a captivating character, the child.
Yeah, he's really, really great. I think, just the cuteness alone, but also it's the connection between him and Mando that really grew over season one that I hope they really buckled down on in season
Yeah,
two to make
definitely.
it
And
even stronger.
that's what I heard. So I've been listening to the radio this morning when this first dropped on the way to work. And that's what they said this season would be primarily focused on the relationship of Baby Yoda or of the child and the Mandalorian. And I think that's going to tie in nicely with the relationship overall between the Jedi and the Mandalorian because
Yep.
I mean, I think if you haven't caught on yet, I think that's what Baby Yoda is, right?
Right.
It's proof of the use of cloning technology, which we'll later see in the three latest films with Chancellor Palpatine, Darth Sidious, whatever you want to call him, the Emperor.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
so I think that's what it is. This is the Mandalorian, as we were alluded to in season one, were sort of, they were not with the Jedi.
They're
But
enemies. Yeah.
yeah, but with them growing together and building this bond.
That could be really cool. And there's a lot of stuff that about the lore, like the nerd stuff that I love, where it's like you learn about the history of Mandalore. That a lot of that's explained in Clone Wars, a lot of that is explained in Rebels. So interested to see what you think once you get all that backstory after you see those episodes. But right here we get a hint of the weapon that the Mandalorian used once last season, which was what was it, the whistling or the whispering needles or something like that?
Yeah, the thing that they said the younglings use to protect themselves.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's got some more of those now. And, Baby Yoda very comedically closing up, doesn't even want to be near it when Mando is laying down the
Yeah.
beat down. And, we get to see him beating the crap out of some guys here. And, I love the gladiator kind of boxing or like gladiator match they're in right here. That could be
Really
awesome.
excited. Yeah, seeing this scene in the trailer, it reminds me of the sequence that we saw the bar fight in. I want to say it was around episode 7.
Yeah.
I'm not remembering the character's name, but our female lead essentially in the later half, and they've got like the electric belt that's holding them together. You know what scene I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I
Yeah.
think. What are you talking about? Star Wars or? Oh
No,
no, I
in the
know in Mando.
Mandalorian. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
In
and
what's her name? Carla Gugino's character.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And seeing that sort of sequence of brawl, an awesome hand-to-hand combat scene that you don't always get in Star Wars. A lot of Star Wars scenes when it's not Jedi with lightsabers are blasters from a distance. So this is something new that we're seeing in Star Wars that I'm really excited to see.
Yeah, yes. That's one thing that I think we all have to say. Mandalorian season one did really well. Action was on point. They had a lot of great action sequences. Even though I think there was one episode in Mandalorian season one that really I didn't like, the one where he kind of meets his old band of bounty hunters
Yeah.
and Baby Yoda isn't in that episode. It just feels like they could have cut that one out, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that was not one of my favorites at all. I don't know. I felt like there were some slow episodes in the middle. I'm not going to say I feel like a lot of people felt like it was a great or fantastic, which we would get around an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I think there
Yeah.
were a lot of slow episodes in the middle. The first 2 episodes and the final 3 episodes were fantastic. 9 out
Yep.
of 10, 9.5, maybe even 10 for
Yeah.
the final 2 episodes.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
because it was slower in the middle, I give this show season 1 like a 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10. But it looks like from this trailer that there's going to be a lot more action. in the middle
Yeah.
of the series, which I'm excited to see, and hopefully that'll make this series even better. Definitely season 1 was enjoyable, and I'm really excited for season
Yep.
2.
Yeah, any improvement to the pacing that they could make will do great things for this show. Because, like you said, the middle part of the show was really slow, and I think we got to talk about the format. Waiting week to week and having a slow episode just makes it even worse. If you can binge it through, that's okay too. But I mean, when I was watching it live, waiting week to week, and if you're waiting a whole week just to run into a slow episode, that's kind of a bummer. But like you said, I think my favorite episode was the finale last year. Taika Waititi, anything he touches turns to gold, man. He directed that episode. Great job there. And, just onto my Sabine Wren theory, the whole, Giancarlo Esposito at the end,
Right? Yeah, we
he
didn't
has
even
that
touch
black
on that. Yeah.
lightsaber. I mean, that is directly related to Clone Wars and Rebels. So building on that is just a huge Star Wars fan draw for me. And, I'm wearing my Dark Side Takes a Break 2 shirt where I got some stormtroopers playing ping pong, even though I've had this one for years. But yeah, so great things from the Mandalorian trailer, season 2, looking really great so far. Hope you guys liked my new setup. Just wanted to sit somewhere more comfortable because I had surgery recently. But yeah, so I hope everything's going well with everybody watching the video, and hope everything's going well with you, Ryan. Anything else you want to leave us off with?
No, I mean, I think you said it all there. Looking forward to the Mandalorian season 2, and luckily for us, not too long of a wait. I know, of course, with COVID-19, certain shows have taken a while to relaunch. Of course, usually September, October is about the range that our shows start to come back. So it's nice to see them starting to trickle back in, even a little bit delayed. Really excited. I know both of us have parents in the film industry who are rapidly getting back to work.
Yep.
So really excited to see shows rolling out. The Mandalorian season 2, just the start of hopefully many, many more new shows coming out in the coming months.
Yeah, absolutely. So for everyone that doesn't know, this is my boy RB. You could follow him on Instagram at RB_the_SID. I'm Dom. You can follow me at Dom Gonzalez 48, DOMGONZALES 48. That's on Instagram and Twitter for me, just Instagram for RB. As far as we took a little hiatus recently, we are going to come back. We're going to talk season 2 Cobra Kai. Still want to get on that before season 3 comes. And then, of course, once season 3's out, they got to watch it. But we do have a lot to say about season 2. Kind of a mixed bag for me and Ryan on some aspects, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. As far as movie reviews go, Ryan has seen Mulan, the live action one, so maybe we'll drop the Mulan live action review sometime. Whenever I see it, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, even though Ryan has told me maybe it's not worth a watch. We'll be thinking about whether or not we're going to do that. But other than that, with Tenet out, of course we're Christopher Nolan fans. We may do some Christopher Nolan videos in the future as well. Let us know if there's any more trailer reactions you guys want us to do. If maybe we went on too long on this one, let us know in the comments if this was too long for a trailer reaction. Maybe it's too short. We don't really know. This was our first try. There's other few trailer reactions we might want to get up on our channel. Like I said, the Dune review by Denis Villeneuve. He makes a lot of my favorite movies, one of my top 10 favorite directors. Got to get maybe a trailer reaction out for his. The new Batman trailer, although it's way overdue, maybe we could talk about our prospects for that as well. And a few other trailers coming out soon. Maybe we'll react to those. But I kind of like doing this format. Let us know what you thought down in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next episode of Top of the List. See you guys later.